Good morning, 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 good morning. It is, what's today? Wednesday, November 24th. It is 8:08 a.m. So it is time for us to get into our morning affirmations. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, as always, I'm appreciative of you guys being here in real time or in the playback or whenever in time and space that you have come across this video. If it hits you in your heart, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you taking the time to spend some time with me, listen to my words, and internalize them and use them throughout your day. So we have been working on, we are on day 8 of 10 in our I Am Worthy of Peace series. So this series has been all about cultivating and maintaining balance in your life for a more peaceful experience. And so it's been a really good discussion. Yesterday we went rather long. We got real nice in here. So I was really excited about that. So I appreciate you guys coming in live, saying hi in the comments, either actively or afterwards. I'm really encouraged by all of it. And I hope that you guys continue to be encouraged by this as well. So with it being today, the day before Thanksgiving, I'm ready to get on in here, hit it, quit it, so I can go and get in the kitchen. Yes, get in the kitchen today and get ready to get started for tomorrow. So with that being said, let's hop on into our affirmation of the day. I'm not really sure who's in here. I see at least three faces, three eyeballs in here. If you guys can give me a hello so I know who's there. I see Leather. I see you there, bestie. Yeah, I'm in town, so I'm down the street when everyone want to come see me. Yeah, good morning. So today's affirmation is my feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Let me take a drink on that. Let that settle in. Good morning, mommy. Oh, I done spilled on myself. Good morning. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Can y'all hear me fine? Because I just realized I did not put my earbud in. Let me. I feel a little naked. Maybe I just need it for security. All right, now I feel like I'm not talking so much into the atmosphere, but I'm talking directly to y'all. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. So the first thing that comes to mind when I think about this is grief. Almost everybody I know who's lost someone gets to the point where they feel like, man, I should be over this by now, or man, I shouldn't be thinking about this no more. But your feelings, the way that you feel about a situation is worthy of the time and the space that's needed to be felt and processed. And here's why. When we don't allow ourselves oh boy, my feelings require a lot of time and space. Sometimes they do require a lot of time and space. But if you don't take the time and space to attend to your feelings, they will pile up. They will overflow. And sometimes they'll come out in ways that are incongruent with whatever the situation actually is. People beat themselves up sometimes as well about how long it takes for them to process a situation. Breakups, loss of jobs, arguments with people. Sometimes, folks are like, man, I should be over this by now. You've been with a person for 4 years and y'all been broke up for 4 days and you feel like you should be over it? No, your feelings are worthy of the time and space that are needed to be felt and processed. Feeling your feelings and processing your feelings are two different things. And people deny themselves the ability and access to do both on a regular basis. Anytime you're feeling away and then you respond with, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, you're denying yourself the opportunity to feel your feelings. You're denying yourself the honesty of what exactly is the situation that is going on in your head and your heart. Because you're masking it with saying, I'm fine. When you try to prematurely get over a thing without actually giving yourself the time and space to feel it, to process what actually happened, you're denying yourself. And you're trying to skip to the end result of actually feeling better. But what you're really doing is stifling your feelings. And those feelings will come up later. They will come up in your alone time. They will come up in your interactions with other people. Why? Because you did not grant your feelings the time and the space that they needed to be felt. But not only felt, but processed. What does it mean to process my feelings? And how is that different than feeling my feelings? Feeling your feelings is actually is the actual experience of allowing whatever emotion that you are encountering to take some space. To actually accept that that's what you have going on. Processing your feelings is taking a little bit of a deeper dive into why you feel that way, how you feel that way, what that's connected to. Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? And how am I going to cope with this so that I can move through it? As therapists, I get clients who come in and they have issues with anxiety, they have issues with depression, they have issues with sleeping, they have, just all of these volatile things going on in their lives. Morning, Coco. Good to see you. And they want to know how to get rid of them, and they want to know about meditation, and they want to know about breathing techniques, and they want to know about so many different things. But really, a lot of times they haven't even allowed themselves the time and the space to actually feel and process their emotions, feel and process what they were actually feeling. And there's a variety of reasons. Sometimes the reason why people don't take the opportunity to feel their feelings is because whatever the major event that they have feelings about occurred, it was not advantageous to them to be able to actually feel that and process that. It was a necessary coping mechanism. It was a survival tactic in order to continue on with their day, to just act like there are no feelings or drop the feelings and just move through. But at a certain point, all of that will come back to you if you do not deal with it. If you go through a significant situation and you do not go through the proper channels of processing that, and it causes you stress later on, causes you distress later on, that's PTSD. And one of the ways you can work your way through your PTSD is actually allowing yourself the time and the space to feel the feelings that were associated with whatever traumatic experience that you went through. We don't want to relive it because it was traumatic. Yes, but sometimes that's necessary within the safety of your journal, within the safety of your therapy sessions, within the safety of your family structures, your friend structures, however it is that you get your therapy and your mental health taken care of. Obviously, we want you to see your licensed professional therapist. Everybody doesn't have access to that. But everybody has feelings. And everybody has significant circumstances. And not everybody is giving themselves the time and the space it needs to be felt and processed. Sometimes folks have people in their lives that tell them, no. You didn't feel this way, or you shouldn't feel this way. Even if you shouldn't feel this way, you should still take the opportunity to feel the way that you feel. And evaluate whether or not the way that you feel is congruent with the actual situation. Sometimes I don't get mad for 30 seconds and be like, you know what? Actually, that's not even worth getting mad over. And when you get an opportunity to process, you may realize that the reason why you got so mad about a scenario is because it reminded you of another scenario that really was worth getting mad over, that you didn't give yourself the opportunity to get mad over. Processing. Trying to numb my feelings took me to some bad places. Yes, trying to numb your feelings is how addicts bloom. I don't want to say this how addicts are born, because the propensity towards addiction can be a hereditary thing. But trying to numb your feelings with substances, oh yeah, that's how an addict blooms right on into their full addiction, their full issues with use. I try. It's the bull in me. Yes, Coco and I are both Tauruses, and sometimes we don't want to feel no feelings because we stubborn about it. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Or we get on a feeling and we want to stay on a feeling because we're too stubborn to move from it, instead of taking the opportunity to process it so that we can move out of it. That's the thing. My brother is in here. Hey, Jeffrey. Is that Keita? I think I see Keita's face in here. I'm going to let you know I'm finna make some cheesecakes today, and I appreciate you for giving me that recipe last year. The affirmation that we're doing today is, my feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Your feelings are valid. They might be inaccurate. That's why we take time to not just feel them, but process them, so that we can make our way through and find our way out on the other side of the scenario. Hey, sister cousin, I see you in here. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. I talk constantly about it being important for us to have community, important for us to have a village, important for us to have people around us. And this is one of the reasons why your village is important. A supportive village will allow you to feel your feelings. A supportive village will allow you to process your thoughts and your experiences so that you can move through those emotional experiences. But it's not even always just the bad things that you should feel, the traumatic responses that you should feel. My happy feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. My joy is worthy of the time and space that they are needed to be felt and processed. Sister cousin, you said you need to call me and check in. We can do that later. I ain't gonna be doing nothing today but cooking and hanging out with my mom and talking about this. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. If you have joy and excitement about something, the people in your village should also have joy and excitement about that with you and for you. Unless it's unhealthy for you, in which case they should allow you to feel your feelings and allow you the time and space in that to process why you should not be so excited about that thing, or why you should be absolutely excited about that thing. Oh, apparently my best friend said maybe we're hanging out today too. Come on, help me pick these greens since you want to eat them. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. You deserve a community that will support you in the sad times and uplift you in the happy times, and support the way that you are feeling and call you out on accountability if the way that your emotions have taken over are incongruent with the situation. Because our emotions can be deceptive, but they still deserve some space for you to feel. Not necessarily let your feelings go on a rampage and take control of everything, but you should be allowed to feel them within yourself and then process them, either with yourself or with one another, so that you can move through them, so that you can spread joy, so that you can share sorrow, and so that you can move on into a happier, more balanced, more peaceful life. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. People don't take time to feel and process positive either. Exactly. One of the side effects of people trying to ignore their sad feelings and not feel them and not process them and stifle them, one of the unfortunate side effects of that is you don't just remove sad feelings, you remove feelings altogether. So in the quest to not feel bad, you also no longer feel good. In psychology, sometimes we call that a symptom of depression, a lack of desire to engage in things that make you happy. Why? Because you don't feel anymore. Oof. People don't take time to feel and process positive either because they feel like they're bragging. Ooh, wait. Being proud of yourself and being prideful are two different things. Being proud of yourself, being happy with your accomplishments in that regard is a good thing. You should feel uplifted, and so should everyone around you, because you're making advancements in life. You're making advancements in your community. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be like, I got this degree, so I'm so proud of myself. It could be, I made rice correctly for the first time. I grew a flower. I kept my plant alive for the first time. I peeled a potato without cutting my finger, and I'm proud. But being prideful, well, that's when you're elevating yourself above other people because of any of those accomplishments. Anything that you take care of. Being proud of yourself and being prideful are two totally different things, and we don't allow ourselves the time and the space to be proud of ourselves because sometimes we feel like that is being prideful. It's braggadocious. It is not of God. God brag all up and down and through the Bible about what he done created and what he needs from you and what he don't. My mom said she got her hair did and it's cute. Yes, if you got your hair done and it's cute, then it's cute. But if you got your hair done and you think that you better than other people because you got your hair done, that's where we make the line between being proud and being prideful. But my feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Your sad feelings are worthy of the time and space that are needed to be felt and processed. Your happy feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. You are a full human being with a full spectrum of emotions, with a full spectrum of experiences. And you are allowed to feel them. You are allowed to internalize them. You are allowed to interpret them as useful or unuseful. And with the right community around you, they should support you in those endeavors. Because people who are internalizing these things for themselves can more easily help you process through and internalize those things for yourself because they will be on one accord. That song You Fight On is played in my head. If your sisters treat you wrong, you take it to your sister and God alone. You say, sister, you treated me wrong, and you fight on. If I have an ought with someone, I have a right to those feelings. If I need to process that by bringing it to them, I have a right to that. We don't have a right to attack both. Because those are feeling our feelings and processing our feelings. And if we're in community with one another, if we are a village with one another, and we're taking accountability with one another, that shouldn't be an area of conflict, but rather an area of processing, a space where we meet to understand and grow. Sometimes you're the victor, sometimes you're the villain. Bring it with kindness and compassion, absolutely. Just had to cut a friend off, had to honor my feelings of not wanting to be a doormat anymore. Yes. Sometimes feeling your feelings and processing them means that you have to make completely different decisions about your lives. Thank you so much, Jamal, sister cousin, for bringing that up. Yeah, sometimes honor your feelings when things make you uncomfortable. If you're not honoring your feelings, you're denying yourself access to a peaceful life, because there will constantly be something on your back that is making you uncomfortable because you are not feeling that feeling. You are not processing that feeling. You are not honoring your feelings. And thus you are not acting in accordance to the way that is going to bring peace in your life. If you are a person who is out here with a benevolent disposition, a child of God, or, just a person who just wants to do good in general, it's not likely that you're cutting people out of your life just for petty reasons, but to honor your feelings. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Felt and processed. Being a reckless tornado is not necessarily feeling and processing your emotions. That's spilling them and puking them all over other people. And that's not fair. Because those people that you interact with also are worthy of the time and the space needed for their feelings to be felt and processed. This is not always, when it comes to like cutting off friends and family and things like that, it's not always the easiest thing to do, because we don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. But in that, we are denying our own and creating chaos or disruption, or at least not cultivating peace. Those who desire to co-create peace with you will process their own feelings about the situation as well and come to a consensus with you. Even if that consensus is, we just don't need to talk anymore, and that's okay. And honestly, sometimes no longer engaging with the person is the most peaceful thing that you can do, and that is okay. Because your feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed, and so are theirs. Because I've learned my feelings and my health are more important than these folks stressing me out. Absolutely. Especially if they're stressing you out on purpose. Oh, everything my babies do. My mom trying to sneak it in here that she be extra sensitive about everything we do. She said, everything my babies do, she really do. I bought a cup of basic coffee this morning. She probably like, oh, you took the Keurig over to your brother's house. I'm sorry, Walmart, because it's a Walmart Keurig. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Happy, sad, good, bad, up, down. Is that Daria? Hey girl, good to see you. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. So as you internalize this message and try to take it on with your day, pay attention to the people who dishonor your feelings, dishonor your ability to process them. Pay attention. Because those may or may not be folks who deserve to be in your community until they catch up with this. Pay attention. And then pay attention about how you feel about that. Because even when it comes to small things, because there may come a time where a thing is big. There may come a time where a thing is big, and if that thing is big and you have already established that the person doesn't honor your feelings when you have small issues going on, they're not going to honor your feelings when you have a big issue that goes on. What would be saying, sister? I don't know what would be saying. The sister asked him, Simone, you're going to have to throw that in there. Oh, if you want to be, yeah, there we go. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. You better wake up and pay attention to how folk treat you, how folk react when your objective is good, is benevolent, is to bring peace, is to cultivate love, is to cultivate joy. Their spirit will speak loud. Their spirit will speak loud by how they respond to that. Hey, Mrs. Coleman, I see you here this morning, right on time. We're actually about to wrap up. The affirmation for today is, my feelings are worthy of time and space needed to be felt and processed. And we're talking about good feelings. We're talking about the pride and joy that you have of accomplishments, getting married, having babies. People get so jealous over all of these things and do not want you to say anything about it. I had somebody get upset because after I got my master's degree, I posted about having a master's degree every day for probably about 3 months. And guess what? I didn't care because I was proud of myself. That was a big accomplishment. It took a lot of time. Some people saw that as prideful. I was not elevating myself over anybody other than the Monique that only had a bachelor's degree. Daria says, do I do this every day? Every day, Monday through Friday at 8:08 a.m. is when I go on and I do affirmations. I already have a series of affirmations talking about I am worthy of love. This is the affirmation. These are the affirmations about I am worthy of peace. And then I have another affirmation set that I'll be starting next week, and I'll let you guys know about that on Friday, what the title of that is going to be. I already got it in the chamber. I'm just going to hold you guys in suspense. Ambi says t-shirts coming. You know what, Ambi, if you could help me organize that, I can have some merch for y'all if y'all want some I am worthy t-shirts. We could do that. There ain't no thing. I would love it. Coco already made me one shirt, and I had it on the other day. I don't know if you saw or not. Yeah. But my feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Yes, I have a Cricut. I ain't got no press, no heat press. Yes to the merch. Okay, if y'all want merch, we will. If y'all want merch, we can get y'all some merch by Christmas. We can do that. We can do that for sure. Geesh, I feel so happy right now. I feel so appreciated. I feel so loved by you guys right now. The Lord will provide the increase. Oh. Coco says she started out using an iron. Ambi stay wanting. You know what? Ambi can have all the t-shirts she want. Ambi is one of my supporters that is here like most days, so I appreciate it. My mom's here almost every day. Coco, you're here a lot of the days. Daria, I think it's your first time coming on with me, so I appreciate that. My sister cousin Simone should be in here. My bestie Leather, she's in here all the time. She's probably gonna be on my couch later on today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I have a Cricut. Ambi says she'll. Okay, you know what? Fine. We're gonna, okay. I guess merch is the next thing that I'm making, so we'll get on into that. But before we talk about that too much, I just want to say the affirmation Okay, I want to say the affirmation one more time and then take us out in a prayer. I appreciate you guys. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. And you know what? I guess I started doing this because I felt like more light needed to be spread in the day. I needed to feel more love and peace and joy in my days, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And you guys are really showing up, and my heart is full. And it's gonna take me a little bit of time to process. Now y'all want shirts, but that is cool. That's my excitement bubbling out. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Happy, sad, good, bad. My full range of emotions. Don't let anybody stunt you and make you feel like you can only be one way. Why you not happy? You always happy. Who is always happy? Like always? I'm allowing nuance and color. Why you always mad? Why are you always mad? But if you are always mad, how do we get to the bottom of that? My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. If that means my alone time, if that means my time with others, if that means my happy emotions, my pride, where I'm proud but not prideful, where I'm mournful. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be processed. So yeah, as we're coming into the holidays, some folk are mourning people who they lost 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 50 years ago. They are worthy of the time and the space needed to feel that and process that. Because that never really lets up. It just becomes different over time. You just learn to live with it over time. Allow people the space and time to feel that and process that. Allow yourself the space and the time to feel that and process that. Yes, I could wish I could get my rose and my mom's cooking. Yes. The holidays hit the hardest when it comes to grief. When it comes to missing people who you lost. Allow yourself the time to feel and process that. But processing means that I'm going to come out of it. Not that I'm just going to dwell and muddle and soak in it. That's not processing. That's getting stuck at just the feeling. Process means that I have an understanding of it. I internalize it. I incorporate it. I learn things from it. I readjust if my feelings are inaccurate. When it comes to processing death and grief and loss, sometimes that just means that I take some time to appreciate the life of the person who I miss right now. People don't process death sometimes and end up having a whole breakdown way later on because they avoided, and it finally hits them that person is gone and they fall to pieces. Don't be scared to process loss. It hurts. But there's some good, fond memories in there too. And it's okay to relive those. It's okay to take a moment. It's okay to be re-sad. Your feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. It's okay to be the only one out of the group that is accomplishing something right now and still be proud of it. That's hard sometimes when you see people around you struggling, but you're doing all right. It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's okay to go buy yourself something nice. It's okay. I'm worthy of the time and the space needed to be needed. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. It is okay. Morning, Janet. Hey, Minnie Cooper. P.S. I'm in town. I'm at my mom's house. Gonna be cooking today. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. Good, bad, up, down, cute, ugly. I'm allowed to feel it. I'm allowed to internalize it. I'm allowed to incorporate it. I'm allowed to get through it. I'm allowed to get over it. I'm allowed to thrive in it. I'm allowed to overcome it. My feelings are worthy of the time and space needed to be felt and processed. All right, y'all. I think I have all the words I'm going to say about that one. So we're going to go up in prayer and then we're going to head on out. Father God, creator, knower, seer, doer, beer of all things, we come to you today with gratitude on our heart, appreciation on our lips. We come thanking you for the opportunity to connect with one another, to connect with our digital community that we are growing, that is thriving. We appreciate everyone who's able to catch this message live, whether it be in entirety or in portions. We appreciate every soul that's able to connect with this message and the replay. May it resonate with them. May it seep into their heart, and may they learn to feel what they need to feel and process what they need to process so they can thrive and grow in this world. Protect the hearts and the minds of people who are struggling with the things that they feel, whether it be good things, whether it be bad things. Protect the hearts and minds of those who are not uplifted by the people in their concentric circle of concern within their community. May that they be protected. May they be connected with people who will honor and protect and let them thrive in their feelings so that they can be a better person, a more enlightened person, a person that is closer with themselves and closer with you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for still having access to our feelings. We thank you for using that as a way to hone us into better people. And we just thank you for one another. And we thank you for your protection. And we thank you for your guidance. Amen. Amen. I say. All right, friends, you already know how it goes. If you want to show your appreciation for my time and labor here, the first thing that you can do is take this message and internalize it with you, carry it along with your walk. Next thing that you can do is share it with someone who you think will appreciate this message, who could benefit from this message. Share it on your timeline, share it in your inbox. Just make sure that you share it in kindness and compassion and out of encouragement and not out of this is what you need to do, because we don't do that around here. And of course, if you want to show any direct financial appreciation to me for my time and labor, you can hit up my cashapp and Moesghetti. You can hit up the Etsy shop to buy a set of the I Am Worthy of Love affirmation cards. I Am Worthy of Peace will be available either this weekend or next week, depending on how busy and tired I am for Turkey Day. And yeah, but like I always say, I don't do this for any type of fame and fortune. I do this because I'm trying to live my purpose on purpose, and that is to spread a little light into dark places. And with that being said, I will still be here tomorrow at 8:08 on Thanksgiving. I'm committed to that, because we still need to finish out the week of the I Am Worthy of Peace series. So be looking for me tomorrow. I'm hoping to see quite a few of you, because I'm hoping that y'all don't have to work. And that is that. I'm finna go get in the kitchen. Y'all have a blessed one.